Alright, I'm using the Xbox One controller with the game. Let me push play. Um, so sensitivity on walking is working. The sprint, working. Jump, working. Sprint jump, obviously working. Um, the teleporter, this is the quote teleporter. I think yeah, I just got to move something, tweak that around. Also, what I did was, let's see, I changed some of the coding around because the old coding was when you ran up here, you actually went inside the floor, and literally only the little top half where that box is in the front of the player would be showing, and the player would be inside the floor. That is due to the coding was working. It it was working, but it was adding some variables that didn't need to be in there, which was causing the player to do some weird things. Um, Another thing on my list was you can see in the upper right hand corner the statistics box. It is running about 50 frames per second. I could target it to get to 60. It was running at like 500 frames per second, which was making the game also doing some funny things. Another thing I did notice is that sprinting towards this wall, like see how I can't go in it right now, but you can see it. You can see the character trying to go into the wall, but if you sprint, you can run right through it. And it's just that portion, probably because the thickness of the collider, possibly. My next obstacle is the wall climb, which I gotta climb this ridiculous thing sooner or later. Yes, I did. And this little box was the crawling test. You can still jump and move around on it like a normal person. And clicking down the right joystick to crouch, which changes the camera view and the character size. Um, just let go of the button to return back normal. Um, the speed for crawling is slower than actually walking. So if you see this is average speed right now, and then actually these things are so far in the game, and then it slows down as soon as you start crouching. Now if you look down, you can sometimes see your shadow. I don't know why you can't see it. Oh, because the shadow's over there. You can still see your shadow. This is basically a first-person view for when you're crouched inside tunnels. When you're inside of a tunnel, you can let go of the crouch button. It stays in the regular first-person view until you exit the tunnel. Also, you can still jump when you're crouched, but obviously you can't because there's a roof. But if you exit, right now my thumb is off the analog stick for the crouching. So if I exit the tunnel, I will go back to standing up proper, and the camera angle should go back to normal. There that goes. The turning the character and looking around seems a little slow to me. I might speed that up just a tad. It's kind of crazy how I can just jump over that entire box. But this game's not supposed to be entirely correct when you're jumping over ridiculously high things. That I can change, but if I do change that, I don't think you'd be able to make these jumps over here. You literally just make the jump. I guess. You can still go through the walls here due to the fact that there's no colliders. Whoever made this level, it's ridiculously huge. And according to the speed, of the player. Right now, the player is moving really, really quick. If I was to show you the size of the level compared to the player, then you will understand why. Like, see, let's see, let me go all the way to the wall. Can I go through that? No, I can't. Oh, yes, I can go through that. So, okay, that's great. Anyways, now the size, let me see if I can get the size of the player. Show general scene. Let me drag it over here so we can see it. So, zoom out. Okay, so this is the size of the level. And it seems like the player is an ant compared to everything else in this level. Can't see the player. The player is right here. Yeah, it's very tiny. Very, very tiny. So, that's the player compared to the entire level. So, the character is moving pretty quick. As you can see, I placed colliders on certain areas of the map for testing. Collider here, here. I gotta make one for the wall so the player can't go through the walls. Player can't get on top of here as of now. But next obstacle is gonna be this thing. Climbing the walls.